hooked me the first night I met him. You guys welcome Brian Kalinec.
Thank you. And you hooked me as well, just so you know, all of you. It's been great playing here over the years. I guess I've played here, 5 or 6 times or something like that, with either with people or...
A long time that we kept, everything happened that we couldn't get you.
Yeah.
Like we had snow out and everything. But
That's right. I was on my way up here, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, but you've been blowing us away for a long time.
Well,
Why
thank
don't
you.
do it again?
Well, you're raising that bar awfully high.
There's a reason for that.
Well, anyway, once again, thank you all for coming out and for being here, and especially for supporting this venue. This is a special venue for me. It's one of the best places I've ever played. I'm just going to tell you that. And those of you who live here, you're very fortunate to have this, and that Randy and Helen do this over and over again. And we as artists, we really do appreciate it. And like I said, told someone earlier, I said, the audience are the people that we think as artists, we put the audience on the pedestal because that's where they belong. You can go anywhere that you want and go listen to anyone that you want, but you chose to be here tonight, and that means all the world to me. So thank you, and I'm going to do my best to give you some music that you just might enjoy, and it might make you think, I hope. I'm going to start off with this song. I wrote this about 25 years ago, so this probably qualifies. Try to take care of Randy as soon as I can. We're going to have some fun tonight. I don't know why the walls fell down. Maybe they were built too high. And I don't know why the leaves turn brown. But even evergreens eventually die. There's a constant motion in this world that changes blind our eyes. Rocks erode to make the soil. We till until our well runs dry. I don't know why the forest burns, but the trees regrow to reach the sky. And I don't know why the river floods, enrich the earth it leaves behind. There's a constant motion in this world that changes blind our eyes. Rocks erode to make the soil. We till until our well runs dry. I don't know much, but I love your touch. It's the one thing I crave. It's constant enough. I don't know why the rain falls down, but to quench the earth that's parched and dry. And I don't know why the river floods, but rich the earth it leaves behind. There's a constant motion in this world that changes blind our eyes. Rocks erode to make the soil. We till until our well runs dry. We till until our well runs dry. Thank you.
It just occurred to me that I remember hearing you sing that song when you said it was a new one.
Oh, wow.
He's been around a while. I think it was at Swerve.
It probably was at Swerfa. It probably was. Well, I'm glad that you remember. That's a good thing, you know. For an artist, that's a good thing that somebody remembers that you did that song sometime before. You know, our goal as artists is to try to just remember the songs.
Amen.
Oh. All right. Well.
Didn't you have one about a song about Beaumont? It was kind of a really gritty song. Was it Beaumont?
You'd never expect it.
No, no, I know which one you're talking about. You're probably talking about one that I was inspired to write it when I was in Beaumont.
I think so.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll do that one. I'm trying to pace the show
I
here.
know.
I'm working. No, I'll get to it. I'll get to
Your
it.
set list, normally what we do is throw those out the window.
Well, me too. You know, I'm putting on this pretense that I'm actually, you know, have this whole thing planned out. But anybody that really knows me knows that that's just hogwash. I don't know what I'm going to do next. But
Helen usually waits to the third song.
yeah, well, that's no. It's more like Brownian motion, if you know that concept, or I guess it's just a random number generator. It's really more how my set list works. So but I will get to that one pretty soon here for you. This particular song I wrote, it's named for my grandfather, but it's a little bit different thing. Everybody called my grandfather Joe Berger, Uncle Joe. He'd walk down the street in Weimar, Texas, and they say, "Hey, Uncle Joe, how you doing?" I mean, he was beloved over there, and he was it was a thing of amazement for me to watch that. I love capos. We're gonna get there. That's pretty close. If you can really tell when you're out of tune if the dogs in the house start howling. So, and I was upstairs. I heard I kept hearing this someone talking. I said, "Did somebody come up there?" Just upstairs.
Parrot.
It's a parrot. That parrot knows a lot. I was afraid to say anything.
She'll bank it.
I believe that.
She does.
Wow.
I think she's about 27.
Wow.
I want to meet her.
Yeah. I was exceptionally impressed. I was thinking, well, maybe you should come down here and do this show. Anyway, this is my tribute to folks who do a lot of hard work. It's called Uncle Joe. He's an old stone cutter, though his tools have turned to rust. He used to make a lot of dust. A few years down the road, he'll make some more. He loved to work outdoors, and he learns just who to trust. As he'd hoist those blocks, he'd bust up from the floor. He made things work. He bore the load. He dug that ditch. He built that road. He plowed the fields. He hoed that road. He's tough as nails. Uncle Joe. Now here's the Texas verse. Oh, he's an old oil driller, worked Mississippi to Mexico. He drilled 1,000 wells or so. He still has several fingers he can count. And with each and every poke, he made men rich or made them broke. But he's lost track of all the wealth he found. He made things work. He bore the load. He dug that ditch. He built that road. He plowed the fields. He hoed that road. He's tough as nails, Uncle Joe. Well, he's an old truck driver. He logged 1 billion miles or so, hauling countless precious loads from here to there. Driving sleepless nights, he's just a pair of lonely lights, driving down some road in Delaware. He made things work. He bore the load. He dug that ditch. He built that road. He plowed the fields, he hoed that road. He's tough as nails, Uncle Joe. Well, he's tough as nails, Uncle Joe. Thank you. I was telling Randy earlier I typically don't use a pick, although in certain songs I like to use it, but that's the reason we got through the entire song until just right at the end. So anyway, that was my tribute to hard work, and occasionally I guess I would consider myself a hard worker, and I know that everybody in here works hard. And so that's when you're out doing physical labor, or even you get finished with a project at work or something like that, then it's just there's a feeling of calm and goodness that kind of comes over you. So I'm always trying to work to get to that point. So. Here's a song that was a song assignment. I got this thing called the Southwest Regional Folk Alliance, and we get song assignments, and we're there for usually about 4 to 5 days. It kind of starts on Wednesday night and we get finished on Sunday afternoon. So we have that time, but on Thursdays we draw for songs. Is it Thursdays?
Wednesday.
Wednesday? Okay, well, if we get there on Wednesday, we draw for a song assignment. And we have until Sunday morning to get this song written. And, you work on it. And this particular one, I signed up to do it. I hadn't written the song yet. I signed up to play it. And so when you're at these at these events, these as folk singers, I mean, sleep is really optional. In fact, it's pretty non-existent for most people. I mean, we do try to change our clothes every day. I mean, you got to do that. But we do stay up and we pick a lot. We play a lot. So a lot of times the song gets kind of pushed in the back. Well, so my song assignment was you'd never expect it, and I changed it to I'd never expect it, But so Sunday morning I was writing this, and this one ended up being one that made the cut for me. Up in the sky there must be a blue moon shining. It gleams on the windows of the cars along the street. Lights up the sidewalks, the live oaks are lining, where mysterious footsteps leave a trail of deceit. Yesterday's news is today's complication. A fool with an answer is just a wiser fool. How do I deal with this new information? Should I be angry? Should I be cool? Well, I'd never expect it from you. Was this just a slip or simply nothing new? I wasn't prepared for you to drop that other shoe. Well, I never expected from you. And feel free to sing along on the choruses. I believe trust is a bit underrated, and I thought you held that same point of view. When did you decide to become so undedicated? The pain is so sharp when you turn that screw. Well, I'd never expect it from you. Was this just a slip or simply nothing new? I wasn't prepared for you to drop that other shoe. Well, I never expected from you. And I don't wear my heart on any sleeve, but it's so hard to accept what I still can't believe. Well, I'd never expected from you. Was this just a slip or simply nothing new? I wasn't prepared for you to drop that other shoe. Well, I'd never expected. Well, I'd never expected. No, I'd never expected from you. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. I think of lack of sleep when I ever play it, but it, I like it too, actually. You know, you have to kind of like your own songs. Yeah. You got to play them. All right. So now I'm going to go to.
Question. Was there something that prompted you to write that song?
You know, No, there really wasn't. I mean, it was, I had the song prompt and I had a amazingly stupid short amount of time to write it. But it was sometimes what happens if you're writing songs, and there's another one that I wrote that didn't quite start off with what it ended up being. And so I kind of write in a sort of a flow of consciousness. But that one, sometimes they just really crystallize and the story comes out and it all kind of comes together and maybe, but typically I work on the lyrics mainly first because I can always come up with some music that I think is appropriate for it because the music helps. I try not to use the music to constrict what I'm going to write lyrically because a lot of people can do that. I'm not one of them. I try to do the lyrics and that's most important to me. So that's that's how I approach it. But not everybody does it that way. But because I have a really good friend who's actually had I think Lori Morgan did one of his songs, and he just sits down and writes. Here's this line, then here's this line, and it's just a different process. Everybody does it differently. Yeah. So you do what works for you. It's just that sometimes it takes a while to figure out what works for you. So anyway, all sorts of. Now here's one that, and this is on my most recent album, and I have some albums for sale outside. You don't have to buy them, but if you're interested, they're out there. There's really no way to introduce this song, so I'm just going to play it. These walls are so thin, I can feel my neighbor's sweat. I can hear the ashes scatter off his dangling cigarette. I taste every cup of coffee that he fills. Smell every shot of whiskey that he spills. He's a flame when he's angry, that smolders when he's just upset. But he's truly at his worst when his Sunday paper's wet. I feel every book he throws against the wall. His conversations make no sense at all. Well, he hasn't lived there long, and I don't know his name, but he seems a bit familiar and just a touch insane. He'd probably be the first to tell you that he's the last to blame. Oh, a next door stranger. Well, I can hear him click those channels like popcorn on a fire, and I can almost, as he scrolls the volume higher, and then he tosses a remote onto a shelf. I know more about this stranger than I know about myself. Well, he hasn't lived there long, and I don't know his name, but he seems a bit familiar, just a touch insane. He'd probably be the first to tell you that he's the last to blame. Whoa, the next door stranger. Thought it was time a couple words were spoken. Well, I knocked on his door and it flew right open. No one lived there as far as I can see. How could I have known the guy next door was me? Well, he didn't live there long. I never got his name, but he surely seemed familiar. next door stranger, a next door stranger. Thank you. So now it's a little glimpse into my psyche. But you know, the best songs that the songs I like the most, the ones that are story songs that are about other people's lives. I don't consider myself particularly interesting. Now she may on occasion, but not necessarily. Pam might, but that interesting was a word that my mother always used for when she said, "Oh, that's interesting." And, if you know what I'm talking about, it was like I don't want to say how I really feel, but I'm going to tell you that's interesting.
It's like a woman saying, "We'll see."
Pretty much. That's it. But okay. I enjoy this. I enjoy playing here because you feel this one-on-one connection with the audience. It's just such a wonderful room for that, and that is really important to me, is having that connection. I just consider myself as somebody who's in the room with all these other great people. That's how I look at what I do, and it's just. I guess I'm not particularly pretentious, and or at least I try not to be. Maybe everybody thinks that I am, but I don't know. But not everybody. No, but I just it's just I like to connect with people, and I was I believe I was telling you earlier where I said that the biggest thing for me about playing music is not really the music itself so much as it is the people I get to meet. So that's the payoff for me. I get to meet all these great people. So
you get to hear all these great songs. So
well,
winner, winner, chicken dinner.
This is a song I wrote sort of as an apology to Pam. Well. I wrote it a number of years ago. It's just
We'll let the song speak.
This song will speak for itself. Actually, I'll blow you out here. You could easily be through with my prickly point of view and my agitated sense of circumstance. I know I'm not an easy road. I'm a car that's always towed. Just because I like the music doesn't mean I'm gonna dance. Well, you've seen me at my worst. You're still hanging around. I've become uncursed. See those demons falling down. It would not be such a guess if you needed to redress the inconvenience of the time you spent trying to improve the motives of my moves. Smooth these edges off this jagged piece of flint. Well, you've seen me at my worst. You're still hanging around. I've become uncursed.
See those demons falling down. Temptation looks to sneak, become the centerpiece on this table where I feast. So I sweep my arm to clear away the bees. Well, I try to change my ways, but I still need you to pray. Your intercession just might turn the key. It might unlock my past, but hot air rises fast. Hope all the pieces left will be the better parts of me. Okay, join me. Well, you've seen me at my worst. You're still hanging around. I've become uncursed. See those demons falling down. Keep going here. Well, you've seen me at my worst. You're still hanging around. I've become uncursed. See those demons falling down. See those demons falling down. See those demons falling down.
That's the one I always used to ask you to do.
Well,
Well, thank you.
you didn't even have to ask, did you? I'm going to do the song that you requested.
Okay.
We can do that now. After. And you know, I told you earlier how I usually write all the lyrics first, and then work on the music later. Well, I lied about this one because I did this one. I actually kind of had the melody pretty strong, and was hoping I could come up with something that would work with it.
I find that a lot of times melodies do spur lyrics.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. You know, if you just let it work. I don't know where a lot of these songs come from. You know, you just I say I don't know, but I do know. But it's just weird when you're in a songwriting mode. One time I was writing, and I was writing two songs at the same time.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and they were on. One was on one side of the paper, and one was on the other side of the paper. I didn't have much paper. But yeah, there's probably a song there. I didn't have much paper. Anyway, but this one, and for those of you from Beaumont, somehow I was. There's a road that goes down to the river, to the Collier Ferry landing, which is the Natchez River in Beaumont. It's called Pine Street, and it goes all the way down there. And on one side is Forest Lawn Cemetery, and on the other side, as you get closer, is the Beaumont Country Club. And for some reason, I was standing. I imagined myself standing in the cemetery. I don't even know why this happened, you know. But I imagined myself standing in the cemetery, and then this song came about, and I was looking at the country club. I don't really know what that meant, but
You're that neighbor next door.
pretty much. When it came to the Beaumont Country Club, that is true.
I know my way around. I know every nook and cranny of this town. Walked down these streets before, probably knocked on every door. It's hard to know what matters most when the dream you chase is just a ghost. Sometimes you have to go back home to find the you used to know. But what would you do if that leaf didn't fall? If the hands never spun on that clock on the wall? Where would you be if time suddenly stalled? You'd be nowhere at all. Left when I was 21, tied my shoestrings on the run, full of passion and self-doubt. I thought I had it figured out, but life struck swiftly with a blow, buckled my knees into a fold. But it was just a minor scrape. I stood up and I walked another way. But what would you do if that leaf didn't fall? If the hands never spun on that clock on the wall? Where would you be if time suddenly stalled? You'd be nowhere at all. Had to complicate my life to appreciate simplicity. So I'll unfold my pocket knife to cut away what I don't need. The years I squandered on success paved the path to my excess, but I kept a silent score in mind. It's not what you lose, but what you find. And what would you do if that leaf didn't fall? If the hands never spun on that clock on the wall? Where would you be if time suddenly stalled? You'd be nowhere at all. Nowhere at all. Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. Well, here's a song I wrote with a really talented lady, Connie Mims.
Oh, yeah.
And we worked on this. Did we finish? I think we finished it up when we went to visit in Nashville. But we'd been working on this, kind of over the phone and before Zoom. But anyway, yes, it's a relationship song. kinds of fine writer, fine singer, and a cool lady, and a great mentor. She does a lot with people. She was in an iconic band, and back in the days when Austin City Limits started, she was on one of the first ones. Yeah, their band, Wheatfield. Yeah, and they still get together occasionally for reunions and play. And you may have heard of Trout Fishing in America. They're half of Wheatfield. So anyway, so they're still at it. They are still at it. So. It's called Paint.
These four walls have seen better days. It's time they wore a different color. I taped the trim, put a drop cloth down, poured the paint into the pan, and wet the roller. I took down those pictures of you, last bit of space you took up in this room. I'm gonna try to cover up your memory with a little paint. I'm gonna paint these walls in a pearly white, or maybe yellow as sun, like some kind of healing light. I need a change of view, so I'm gonna paint them bright. I'm tired of living with this lonely shade of blue. A little paint might get me over you. I could patch these holes the pictures left behind. Another coat might make it warmer. But can I fill the space you left here in my heart? I don't want to paint myself into a corner. I'm gonna paint these walls in a pearly white, or maybe yellow as sun, like some kind of healing light. I need a change of view, so I'm gonna paint them bright. I'm tired of living with this lonely shade of blue. A little paint might get me over you. Choose a brand new color, I use a brand new brush. I thought I'd miss you more, but I don't miss you much. I'm gonna paint these walls in a pearly white, or maybe yellow as sun, like some kind of healing light. I need a change of view, so I'm gonna paint them bright. I'm tired of living with this lonely shade of blue. A little paint might get me over you.
Thank you so much. That was a lot of fun to write, and we you know, she put a version on her album at the same time I put a version on my album, and they're slightly different actually. She heard it a little differently than I did, but you know,
Creative license.
creative license, yeah. My wife likes most of my songs. And there are some that I play that she doesn't particularly care for, and that's okay. Everybody has their own measure of what they like. But this is a song she actually likes, so I feel compelled to play it.
There's a mint on her pillow, her bed's been turned down. She's ready to turn in, she's finally unwound from her day full of meetings and her night on the town. She's finally arrived, but no one's around. She's Lone Star lonely in a 5-star hotel. What she really needs, no one can sell. She draws the curtains on those New York night skies, and she softly wipes the tears from her eyes. Well, there's a guy back in Houston who waits patiently. He's always known what she wouldn't see, and he's growing tired of loving for two. While she brokers a merger in some room with a view, she's Lone Star lonely in a 5-star hotel. What she really needs, no one can sell. She draws the curtains on those New York night skies, and she softly wipes the tears from her eyes. Her business trip's done as the plane touches down. She's ready to get home. She's finally unwound from her day full of meetings and her nights on the town. But there's a note on her pillow, and no one's around. She's Lone Star lonely, and her heart just fell. She knows she needs him, but he's wished her well. She draws the curtains on those Houston night skies, and she softly wipes the tears from her eyes. Ooh, Lone Star lonely.
Things don't always work out, I guess. Here's another song about hard work and love and just sort of taking care of business in its own way, I guess is the best way to describe it.
The pliers fall out of his hand, clatter on the kitchen floor. The curse of any fix-it man. Now this is happening much more. The doctor says you're getting older. you should finally retire. Though autumn mornings seem much colder, it's too soon to build a fire. He never contemplates what might have been. He's found good purpose in his life. No one hears him speak a bitter word, and he brings flowers to his wife. He carries fewer tools to work these days. He leaves the heavy ones at home. The smaller jobs bring a bit less pay. He still prefers to work alone. He's always had a garden in the back. He usually gives some corn away. Plenty's still his favorite word when relatives have come to stay. He never contemplates what might have been. He's found good purpose in his life. No one hears him speak a bitter word, and he brings flowers to his wife. He built a lot from very little, resourceful with a sense of pride. It's fair to say he's lost some interest since the day he lost his bride. He treasured everything about her since the day she took his name. She was the focus of his focus. Without her there, it's not the same. He never contemplates what might have been. He's found good purpose in his life. No one hears him speak a bitter word, and he still brings flowers to his wife. He never contemplates what might have been. He's found good purpose in his life. No one hears him speak a bitter word, and he still brings flowers to his wife.
Thank you.